Hi everyone, I'm Danny. I'm from Rubasse NIR Digital Coffee Roasters. Very happy today for you guys to join me. I would like to show you one of our top-end models, 3 kilo roast master model. Also like to mention a bit about our company. We actually a coffee roaster manufacturer based in Taiwan, and we have sold hundreds of the roasters globally. And obviously we're having more distribution agents able to support our local services. Okay, so let's come to our roasting machine now. This is actually, as I mentioned, one of the top model, the 3 kilo roast master model. Okay, the very premium, high technology coffee roaster. As you can see, it's very compact. The length of this roaster is only 1.3 compared to many other roasters. They usually more than 2 kilo capacity will be a standalone roaster. But we're designing a way still on the table. So this 3 kilo machine are very suitable for coffee shops or even at home. Get on to it. From appearance, externally, you can see I have a monitor here. It's actually a touch screen monitor. All the operations are based on this touch screen panel. Green bean hopper here, which will able to charge the beans into your drum. And this is the cooling tray. So once the beans discharge from the drum, you will automatically stir your coffee beans and cooling will be elevated. Finally, the beans will actually release from this port. It's fully automatic. All the Rubasse roasters are fully automatic, enjoying the convenience of the roasting machine. So let's carry on. So this is the main drum, the roasting machine. And under the drum, this is actually a computer compartment. Integrations are happening here. Between the drum and the computer compartment, we actually have a tray, okay, which will collect the shave that's falling down from the drum. And finally, obviously, this is one of very important design, the cyclone for the roaster. So you basically click all the silver skins or shave when the airflow exhausts throughout the drum. And this is a collector. And very easy to clean because all you need to do is hop off the bean and then you can clean them. Let's touch panel here. All the operations, it's here. All you need to do is just press and operate. Straight away, you can see a big, nearly half the screen is the graph. As soon as you turn on the roaster, the clock starts ticking and it actually starts to record all the sensors, all the figures happening straight away. Okay, so you can see the temperature, you can see the rate of rise, you can see all temperature sensors happening here. If you want to operate manually, you can simply press charge, discharge, cooling, steering, and releasing of the beans. And you can also turn your cooling tray in different directions as you prefer. Right, so what we're gonna do later on is that we're going to manually do a roast and I save that particular profile and we can run automation on that profile. Okay, so it's gonna be fun. But before we go that, I want to show you more about the details of the operations here. So basically, under the manual mode, you can actually make 3 adjustments, which is your exhaust. For this particular model, you can make adjustment from 25% to 100%. With the exhaust in percentage, there's actually a unit. When it's at 25%, it's actually pulling 26 cubic meter of air per hour. So when you having 100, you're actually having 110 cubic meter of air per hour going out there. We designed this exhaust device in a way that not just easier to make the adjustment, but also give you a better sense as the control of the exhaust is in a linear relationship of the airflow. With the heat source we're using is NIR, which stands for near infrared radiation. It's fully electric. So all our models are fully electric, equipped with their NIR technology. The heat power with the 3 kilo, you're actually getting 6,000 watts from the NIR. And lastly, the adjustment you can make with the roaster under the manual roast mode is the drum rotation. The increase or decrease with the drum rotation in RPM, okay, rotation per minute. And every time we increase or decrease 5 units from 0 to 100 RPM. Obviously, we don't recommend no rotation at all, okay? You can see from the screen, there are other figures and curves. The numbers and in color and the curves in color are actually complementary. Okay, so basically, if you're looking at your exhaust in blue, heat power in red, drum rotation in sort of yellowish, you actually appear the same color of the line on the graph. Below that, you also get an activity log window, recorded the buttons that you press or the status of the roaster is at the time. Next to it, you actually find the first crack and second crack, and you can actually press manually to make a record of your crack points for first and second. And you actually allow you to record the time of the first crack and the temperature for that first crack. You can also see a timer after that. Every time when you press the crack points, you're actually set to 0. So you allow you to actually calculate the time, the discharge between the first crack and your discharge. So next, I'd like to show you different tabs. This is actually a main page. So we have on the tab 1, control 1. With the tab 2, control 2, you actually have some functionalities. I'm not going to go into details today. You can either tick or untick the functionality that you prefer. The next one is the profile. This is one of the best features for our model. All our models, every roast profile that you did, able to be saved in this roaster. And you can do a quick key search with that. Okay, so if I do say DC, which is my initial, hopefully, yep, you can find 2 profiles under my initials, and obviously there are others, okay? You can scroll the tab here to actually look through the profile you like. With all the profiles saved in roaster, you can import and export with this USB, so very handy. All right, next tab is the configurations. That's the more engineering side, that's default by our engineers and technicians, so you don't really need to worry about them. And lastly, the replication, which is only equipped on this particular model, which is the Roastmaster model, the adjustment you can make with that. But we're not going into details today. Today, I'm just going to quickly show you the main features of the machines. So let's do a quick roast. How about that? Okay, and I'll explain a little bit more in regards to roasting machine. Okay. All right, so we're back with another batch. As I mentioned before, we're gonna run replication now, okay? Replication under auto mode. As soon as you record the profile that I did before, you're able to see some information that appearing on the screen. Information such as the turning point, first crack, and the discharge temperature. So the last batch was discharged at 9 minutes and 3 seconds, 215.6 degrees. Okay, so I'm just gonna load it in there. And all I need to do, confirm that's the profile that I'm going to run. And that's the profile name. Make sure that's the right one. All you have to do, one press. Here we go. All right, so we have our second roast. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.